All right, Rob the Dark Sider with you here for a Jets preview out in Denver today. Huge game. Check out all my social media channels, Rob the Dark Sider, at Rob the Dark Sider, / Rob the Dark Sider, whatever it is. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm on Twitter now. I'm actually, I've made a conscious decision to peck at Woody Johnson until he either gets me banned or responds at me. I told him he was a disgrace to his franchise the other day, and I will continue to do stuff like that and just kind of try and stir the pot. Anyway, and of course, YouTube. Check out YouTube for the actual videos and stuff. Let's talk a little bit about the Jets today. Must-win game. You're 1-3. You playing a pretty bad team that's been very bad thus far. I don't think they're as bad as they've seen, but they've been pretty bad so far. And you got Philly next week, so you lose today. You're 1-5. No excuse to lose today. The only excuse to lose today is the same old Jets. And let's hope the same old Jets don't make an appearance. This channel is all about the same old Jets. So instead of giving you a breakdown of what I think is going to happen or what should happen or whatever, I'm going to give you two. One is going to be what should occur based on the previous game and just the way that the direction the season is headed. And then I'm going to break it down the way things could go because it always happens with the Jets, right? Same old Jets. Say it with me. So let's start with what should happen. The Jets have played a couple of pretty bad games. They've played a couple of decent halves in a couple of other games. They're 1-3, have to win today. And last week and here we go, it should be a turning point for them. It should be. Most NFL teams that come in with high expectations and get off to a slow start and start to gel like the Jets have. The offensive line's coming together. The defense, hasn't given up any real points in the second half of these games, even if they've been sloppy, even if they've been, not as buckled up with the tackling as we'd like them to be, but they have played very well in the second half. Bend, don't break. And then, of course, the biggest thing, the quarterback last week, Zach Wilson, Zachy boy, had a monster second and third quarter. Now, monster is by his standards, of course, but he was good. He looked like an NFL quarterback. He looked like he belonged in the league for those two quarters. So if they can turn all of that around, you take the end of the game against the Chiefs with the refs and the way the Jets were screwed and how angry they were, how angry Saleh was, how Sauce on social media all week making comments. The Jets should have all kinds of momentum and anger fueling them today. They should go in here and beat a bad team by 2 scores. They should on the road. I mean, I would love to say more, but let's say 2 scores. Let's say the Jets go in there and win this game, 28-13 or 31 to 16, something like that. That's a statement game. You go in there, you take that momentum, you go on the road against, I don't care how bad the Broncos are, they do not have 1-3 talent, and they do not have talent playing to the level that they have played. They've just gotten off to a bad start, just like the Jets don't have that talent. The Broncos are a better team than they've shown. So you go in there, you win this game convincingly, you should. Now, if you dropped me from outer space and fed all this data into my brain about the NFL and momentum and all these things that have happened over the years, I would look at the Jets and say they should win this game. There's no reason they shouldn't win this game. But there is always the same old Jets. There is always the same old Jets. And the same old Jets have been in this situation dozens of times over the years. You build some momentum, you go in and either beat or come so close that we think you turn the corner against a much better team, a superior team. You turn the corner, you're ready to go. Everybody gets excited. The fans, like they are this week, these freaking jackasses on Facebook talking about the Jets stomping and Zach Wilson throwing for 350 and 5 touchdowns. I did see that. 335 and 5 touchdowns, some guys predicting. I mean, whatever. So they get the people excited all the time. Everybody gets all excited. They turn the corner. This is not going to be like it always is. Boom, boom, boom. And then they go in and the offense sputters. You get an early turnover and they're down right away and the offense sputters, or it's just a low-scoring, boring game and they lose 9-6 or 13-10 or something like that. That has every possibility of happening. Every possibility. There is no denying that has happened to the Jets a million times. And I don't care if the players are different, the coaches are different, everything is different. It doesn't matter. It just always has happened. I'm not a superstitious person by nature, but this same old Jets thing is really, really something. It's something. It's in my psyche. And that's why this channel exists. So which way does it go? Listen, in my trailer and my description on this channel, I tell you that they're the same old Jets until they're not. So I go with loss today. I go that the Jets inexplicably sometime tonight and tomorrow and all during the week on the radio programs on FAN and all these other stations, we're all going to be like, how do they look so good against the Chiefs and then shit the bed against a team like Denver? asked ourselves questions like that a million times over the years, so many times, and unfortunately, empirical evidence tells me it's probably going to happen again. So I think Jets lose a low scoring, ugly game today. I know everybody's telling me the Jets are going to put up a lot of points. I want to say, I want to agree. I want to look at it and say that, and it should happen. It should happen. If Zach Wilson really did have something click, it should happen. I just don't think it will. And until I see evidence of them not being the same old Jets, I'm going to have to go with the same old Jets. So if you're betting, take the Broncos laying the 2. Might even bet the under. Broncos and the under is the play for me. And I hope I can come on here later and have a big bowl of crow in front of me and be wrong. I hope. All right, everybody, enjoy the game. Go Jets.